starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pickett now from the gun here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall. And it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
Taken in at the 22. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 72 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Finds Pickens outright. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. That's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Devin Singletary. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Round
17-0 our score after one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they're going to have themselves another first down, 8 at the Steelers' 32-yard line. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second and very short, Allen dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Right back to Singletary on second down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Gabriel Davis, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throw complete, Pickett to Johnson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches, Pickett, and they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
49.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Pickett lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steeler first. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Pickett lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On play action, Allen. And the coverage complete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, the left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Again, it'll be Singletary, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Pickett now on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett forced out to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Spins away. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. Game, right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're going to be sidelined. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. That's good for 28 yards. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down any